So Alberon has stepped up next to a skeleton. Or behind the skeleton.
Kistar has announced his presence.
Hey,
Bonesy. What's up?
Well, it responds to you in a language that it doesn't understand.
Stop talking to the bonesy.
Does you have the comprehend languages spell?
No, I do not.
Okay.
As a linguist, that you might want to think about picking that up.
Yes.
You still have like 1 HP, by the way.
He was able to get a short rest when he slept with the spider.
Was he, though?
You said he was.
Alright. Roll your hit die at yourself. The health from 1. What are you
I
at
thought
now?
he already did that.
Yeah, he already did that.
No, I did not.
Oh.
Okay, so...
I'm at 3 right now. So I got 3 more plus 1, 4.
So you're at 7.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys are doing what? The skeleton is still walking forward. The satyr is still unconscious.
Staying behind the door.
Okay.
Yeah, I've moved out of the way. I'm looking towards Alberon.
I would like to try to stealth.
Okay, go ahead and give me a stealth check.
17.
Yep. Okay.
So I am stealth somewhere behind
Mr.
the
Really.
Robert.
Alright, you guys want to roll for initiative?
19.
I got a 15.
There's mine.
4.
What's your dex?
My dex? My dex modifier is +1.
Okay. So what's the initiative total?
Of mine?
Yeah, you rolled a 9 plus your dex.
I rolled a 6.
Okay, so total 9 then. What?
Yeah, it was on 6.
No, but yeah, your dex is +3?
My dex is +1.
Okay, so
So
7.
7.
Uh-huh. I gave you the thing and said it's +1.
Okay, sorry.
You did 9. I don't know where you got that.
Whatever.
Are we all adding dex?
Yeah, you always had your initiative is always like plus your dex.
Okay.
So, like you notice that there's the
Okay. Alright, so 8.
okay.
18.
Did anybody get higher than a 21?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
I rolled bad. I rolled a 6.
Hey, I rolled a 4.
My initiative is only 15.
Okay. So, Mr.
Skelly Bob?
Mr. Skeleton goes first. He walks forward, goes into the room, looks down at the satyr, and hits him. Actually, he misses somehow. He goes to hit him.
Perhaps he thinks he catches movement and it throws him off.
Yeah, he misses barely. And,
He twitched in his sleep.
ends up striking the ground next to the satyr. And that's his turn. Give me a quick perception check, everybody.
18.
12.
19.
17.
Okay. Those of you who got above a 15 realized that his sword glowed blue just before it struck.
Hmm.
He missed. Who... You got a 15?
Alberon got a 18.
For initiative?
Yeah.
Okay, then it's Alberon's turn.
Okay. I'm a grunt, move up to him and take a whack at him.
Move up to who?
The skeleton.
Okay. Go ahead and roll the hit.
20.
20? That'll hit.
And so is that it's a short sword, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's a D6. 5 points of damage.
Okay. You hit him. Next up on the initiative.
Okay, question. In your situation with what you saw that thing do and saw it kind of save your life, you still chose to hit it.
I'm neutral good. I don't know what's going on, but he tried to hit somebody that's down. I'm going to sit there and try to defend,
Okay.
even though I'm neutral good.
Okay.
How far away is the skeleton from...
Well, when You went to the satyr as soon as it opened the door. So if you're next to the door, the satyr's on the floor and he's just outside that room.
I'm going to ready an action
Okay.
that if... We're just going to go basic and say if something attacks me, I'm going to hit it in the face.
Okay.
And that'll be it.
Alright, who's next on the initiative?
I believe that would be Kistara.
Okay.
He's within your dagger range now.
He is within my dagger range
If you
now.
want to throw it at him.
Let's see. Is he... I'm behind him now.
No, you're
No.
in front of him.
I'm in front of him still. Okay.
The satyr is between you and him. He's
and-
facing the satyr.
And the satyr's between me and him. Okay,
Yeah.
got it.
But he is adjacent to Alberon. Alberon just attacked him.
Okay, so I could risk hitting Alberon.
No.
No. Okay,
You get
good.
Is that
Sneak attack.
The sneak attack damage will be in effect if you hit.
Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna try to throw the dagger at the Bonesy.
Okie dokie.
So that's a natural 17.
Okay.
And then,
plus your proficiency?
Which is +2.
And Dex.
Which is +4.
which is +4. Okay,
So a
that's
total of
nice.
23.
That is nice.
It'd be a D4.
D4.
Plus your dexterity modifier.
Plus 1d6?
Plus
Plus
D6.
1d6.
Well, that's for the sneak attack, right?
Yes.
The 1d6.
The 1d6 is the sneak attack.
Okay, and the
It
1d
increases to 2 at 3.
and the 1d4 is for the weapon itself.
Yes.
So you're rolling your dagger damage, which is 1d4, and you're rolling a d6 for sneak attack, and you're adding your dexterity modifier to it.
I got a 2 and a 1.
So 3 + 4. So 7 damage.
So 7 damage, yeah.
Okay. He looks to have the blue light surrounding his crown seems to have diminished quite a bit. And roll.
Well, it appears we're fighting this thing. I am unarmed and ungeared. And at this point, I figure I need to get armed.
Okay.
The only option for that is the arrows in the guy on the ground.
Which is right next to the skeleton.
Yes. But I'm still tempted to go grab him. Can I do that?
Absolutely.
Will it kill the guy?
Give me a medicine check.
5.
It'll damage him. The medicine check was for you to pull it out without damaging him.
Okay. So it will damage him.
Yep. And it'll take your action to do it. To take it out.
Question.
Hmm.
So he'll do the move action, and then to take it out would be the other action.
Well, the move action is to, like, move to the satyr.
Yeah.
And he's got
Right.
35 feet of movement because you're a wood elf, right?
Uh-huh.
So, like, in terms of squares, right, that we're not using because of maps, he could, like, the way that I'm imagining the setup is if you picture a 9-square block with the middle square as where the skeleton and the door is.
Okay.
The satyr's is on the bottom square. Alberon is on the north square. You're, like...
And I'm behind Alberon. Or not Alberon.
You're behind him, so you're if we're doing it like on a numpad,
Uh-huh.
like for not a phone but for a computer, you're in square 1, Satyr's in square 2, Skeleton's in square
3.
5.
5.
Yeah.
Brick is in square 4, Alberon is in square 7, and you would be in square -7.
Okay.
As if you put like a juxtapose another numpad.
Okay, in fear of not killing somebody, just trying to defend myself, but wanting to help with the fight, I'm just going to punch him.
Okay.
I'm going to move up and punch him.
Okay.
11, and I have a +2 on here.
For unarmed attack?
Yeah, that is 2 hit.
Okay.
That is 2 hits, so 1 + 2 to hit. Okay. So I did an 11.
Yep.
Do I get any addition to this?
Plus 2 to hit.
Okay.
So plus 2 to hit.
So what'd you
So
get?
13.
That'll hit.
Okay. So
It's
You do
1 plus
point
your
of
strength
person
modifier.
damage plus strength.
1 plus my strength modifier, which is 0, so I hit him for 1.
Yep.
I hit him.
Okay.
I'm good with that.
Top the order.
Okay. It is Mr. Skeleton's turn. He's going to turn around and attack the thing that did the most damage to him.
So Roland, you're safe.
I kind of figured I might be if I punched him.
So I'm at the target.
Yeah, your AC is effectively increased by 1 because of the shidiness of the shield.
Oh.
That's not bad. That's a help.
It doesn't matter. A 6 doesn't hit you, does it?
Nope.
Okay.
Yep. That'd be Alberon's turn.
Okay.
Okay.
It is facing you. It just swung at you and hit the ceiling.
17, 21.
That'll hit.
5 plus 4 is 9 points of damage.
Okay, the blue fire is severely diminished. There's almost nothing left of it.
Okay. So, I'm going to walk out from behind the door and go and punch a skeleton, because apparently we're fighting this thing.
Okie dokie.
So that's going to be a 24 and an 18
That'll do it.
for 14 damage.
Okay, you never get your second punch off because as your first one goes through, you grab his neck just above the spine, below the head, and you bump his head right off.
Does his head now make shift as a club?
Sure.
Yeah!
But the blue fire that
Wait
was
till he's
surrounding his crown is completely gone now, and his body collapses.
I reach out and I grab that sword of his.
I
Okay.
would like to take the bow, if that's okay with
The
everybody
recurve bow?
else. Yes. I'd like to take the bow and the arrows, if that's okay with everybody else.
He had 3 arrows left.
That's okay.
I've got 4 on me.
And there's 2 in the dead guy. If he's dead.
If he's dead.
So that's not a bad haul.
If is good.
Higher level positive results. Somebody? Anybody?
Hi.
Okay. You hear a groan, but the satyr is still unconscious.
Okay. But is that okay with everybody if I take the bow and the arrows?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So I've got the bow and 3 arrows.
And then I give you the 4 arrows I got.
Thank you.
I
Do
may
you give him
want
the
to
quiver, or
take
do you
those
give
from
him
you at
the-
some
Well, I'm going
point.
to keep the quiver because I got my
Okay, so you
fangs
just
in there.
so you take the skeleton's quiver. Please note that the bow that the skeleton was using is a recurve bow. It has the range of a short bow, but the damage of a long bow. It feels as if the short sword that you grabbed from the skeleton and the one that you had, they're different they're made from different cultures. They've got different balances. One looks to be more like for slashing, the other looks to be more for like piercing. Almost.
I do have proficiency in bows.
Like the espada is a piercing weapon.
Yeah.
But the one that he had was more of a slashing, hacking weapon. So it does different types of damage, but they feel like the same amount of heft.
Okay, and you said it glowed blue.
It did glow blue when it was going to strike the satyr. It did not glow blue when it was striking you.
Oh.
Everybody give me a dexterity saving throw. Brick, you roll with disadvantage because of reasons.
Well, it's a nat 20 and an 18. I think I
15.
pass.
You know what? Nobody else give me a saving throw. It doesn't matter. Because the only way I can figure that you did that well is the skull. Like, you look at it for a second, and it's like the blue fire is going out of, like, the eyes. And then just before it's about to diminish, they flare up, and it becomes, like, a blinding blue light. And then you chuck that skull down the hallway. And then midway point, like, it gets just past the blast zone of everybody, and then boom! A enormous explosion goes off, and blue fire and light just explode from the skull's head. Wow. And it crumbles to dust. The skeleton, everything he was wearing is still there. Everything on his person. He had a pouch of things in it, and they
I'm
look to be
checking
like
that.
random assorted things. If anybody wants to, they can give me an Arcana check.
18.
What kind of check?
Arcana.
Do I even have that?
Nah, I
Do
did
you have
12.
a +1 and
I have a
or
0. But I rolled an 18.
Okay.
So, 18.
14.
It is most definitely a component pouch for a wizard.
That includes...
Oh.
Does anybody want the cloak?
Yeah.
Yeah, if nobody else takes it, I definitely will. But I already took the bow, so I'm not going to force that onto me.
I took his skull, so I think I win.
And you threw it away.
And I threw it away. It was gonna blow up.
So did
It
you
was
get
gonna-
anything?
it was
You already
gonna
have a
blow.
weapon.
I have a weapon.
Well,
yeah.
You already have a weapon from...
But I've got the second sword.
The bones of the skeleton have now disappeared. Like the
You
it's all
have
crumbled
2
to dust.
swords and a shield.
I'm going to give it to whoever can use one of the swords.
He's the only one without a weapon.
He doesn't need a weapon.
I don't need a weapon.
He
I
is
am
a
a
weapon.
weapon.
I could use a sword, but I got the bow.
Roses
so I
can
don't
also
have
use
to.
swords, but they can't use shields.
She's using
Okay.
a bone. She might be better off with,
With
the
the
sword.
sword,
Yeah, I'll
yeah.
give
Did
you
she
the-
get her dagger back?
Now,
Yes.
Okay.
Thank
can
you.
I do a perception roll
Thank you.
on the cloak to see if
Get
it
the
does
spot
anything
up.
special?
I have no idea how to
You
spell
can
that.
look at-
ESPADA.
You
Is it
wanna
a
do
magical cloak or
yeah,
is it just a
you
cloak?
want to do it if you want to see if it's magical. It's an Arcana check.
I can do that.
Looking at it more intensively doesn't really help you find out more about
I'll do an Arcana check then. 19.
No, it's not magical.
Okay, so it's just a cloak.
But it's a cloak.
And does it offer any armor?
No.
And the armor he's got on him.
Chainmail.
Chainmail.
Chainmail and skirt
Wow.
barding.
We're working on the cloak.
Yeah.
Who wants the cloak then?
How was the cloak described again?
It's just a cloak.
It's made
just
out
a
of
piece
hide.
of cloth.
It looks as if it's a cloak made for heavy duty winter.
I'll pass.
It also looks rather waterproof, like it's been oiled a lot.
If nobody else wants it, I'll take it. Anybody else wants it?
Go
Okay,
for it.
I'll
Cheers.
take it. What else does he have?
So go ahead and add a waterproof cloak.
7 arrows, right?
Yep.
Yep.
No, 9.
Unless you want to rip the
I
two out of
haven't
the
ripped the
satyr.
2 out of the other
okay.
guy yet.
Speaking
Well,
of,
tell you what, I'm a.
Hi.
hello. Damn, this dude is out. This dude right here, he's unconscious.
I'm going to use my
That means he's
last
not dead.
spell slot,
Okay.
and I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on him.
On him,
Should we try to restrain him in some way first?
do you want to take the arrows out first?
Yeah.
Give me a medicine check.
Do they know the rules about taking a number?
What?
Does he know about taking a number?
15.
Oh. I don't think he does. 15 will do. What Bill's asking about is like you can either take a 10 to just succeed, or you can take a 20 and do it flawlessly. And it takes a minute to do a 10 and 2 minutes to do 20.
I never heard. Where's that in the book?
It's not in the player's handbook.
Oh.
It was part of the beta rules for Wizards of the Coast.
It was in beta rules. It was in 3.5. It was in 4th. It was in.
It was in
3.
beta rules, and they took
That's
it out because it
no
was broken.
fun.
It was in beta rules because it was broken, and they took it out because it was broken. But for things that I don't give a shit about, I'm not going to make you roll for it if you don't want to. But if you don't tell me you're doing it, I'm going to make you roll.
See, I would roll anyway. Because that's no fun. That doesn't make the storyline random.
Well, it's the point of it is it's you're giving enough time and dedication to fulfill a task that you're going to succeed no matter what.
Yeah, I'll take a 20.
Okay, so you take 2 minutes pulling out the arrows out of him carefully.
Okay.
All right.
And then I cast, what is that, a D8 plus my,
Wisdom modifier.
After he pulls the arrows out,
Sorry,
I'm
your
gonna
bar.
hold onto the satyr.
Okay.
I'm gonna hold the satyr.
Okay.
so give him 6.
Okay. So he wakes up at the start and goes, "Oh boy! Oh boy! What was that?"
I don't know what you...
Wait, he can talk a language we can understand now?
What? Yeah.
He wasn't before.
What?
Yeah, you were talking in some sort of weird language.
What? I'm still talking it now.
No, you're talking in a different language. You're talking in what we can understand.
I don't know any of the other languages. I only know the one.
Oh, boy.
Magic.
Possessed.
I show him his arm. with the sigil on it.
It's glowing.
And since I touched him, does anything happen to me?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You are unconscious after casting the spell. I forgot. You guys have to remind me about shit like that.
That is your job.
I know.
That is your job, GM.
I know.
So I sat there, I laid hands on him, I cured wounds, and now I'm out.
You're out. Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
You're just going to sleep the whole campaign away, aren't you?
Yes.
Now you have all the languages on your character sheet. Yeah.
And then 15 more. Yes. Thank you.
Yeah.
That was an intended.
Yeah. So yeah, he's very confused. I'm just speaking my native tongue. I don't really understand exactly what's happening here.
Yeah, neither do we.
Do you know where you are?
Well, certainly not in Miss Thomas's garden, that's for sure.
Neither are we.
Do you know where Lucy is?
Pevensey? Last I heard, she went home.
That was awesome.
Oh, but I love Lucy.
Oh, that creates a whole new set of problems.
You didn't get it from Thomas's Gardens?
Miss Thomas.
Well, yeah, but...
Well, in any case, my name is Lycos. It's rather nice to meet you all.
I'm rolling.
I'm still holding on to him.
Rolling what?
Tree stump.
You're rolling tree stumps.
Yes.
I feel sorry for your wife.
So do I. Because I don't know who she is. But I'm not married in this world as far as I know.
Well, I don't feel sorry for any bonny lass you take a kindly to.
Okay.
I'm Kistara.
It's very nice to meet you, Kastar.
Nice to meet you.
At least one of us here knows how to make a good name.
I did not give myself my name, but people call me Brick.
Ah. Can I call you Mortar?
Sure.
Okay. What's with, Sandman over there?
You
He
did
likes
it.
to sleep.
I did it?
You did it.
I can't cast sleep.
Yeah, he touched you and went to sleep.
It's happened before.
Am I a demigod? And he comes over to here, come here, I want to touch you.
He can't go over you. I'm holding him.
Oh, hey, let me go, I need to touch someone.
You're touching me right now.
Am I? I thought you were, does it only work if I'm touching you or if you're touching me?
We're touching each other.
Is that so? Are you asleep?
Nope.
I must not be.
I go inactive while holding him.
Can you feel this? I think I did it again. Here, come here. I've got to touch you. And he try to breaks out of it, and he starts chasing after you. Roll. Do you try to resist?
When he starts to try to break out, I become active again and just...
You hold him.
I hold him.
Give me a strength saving throw. Or
Oh, that's not good. That's not
Contested
good.
strength.
That's only an 8.
Okay.
He's probably gonna do it.
He got a 23.
Yeah, he did it.
Okay.
You slipped out too quick.
So he breaks out and he goes to grab at you. He's going to make a touch attack. It's not going to do any damage that you think. He's just kind of trying to grab a hold of you. You want to resist?
Nah, I could use a rest.
Okay. So he goes and touches your shoulder,
Uh-huh.
and then nothing happens.
Uh-huh.
And then he's just trying to touch your face, and he's doing the whole when a kid what you do to little kids to make their faces puff out like this, and
Make
he's
the
doing
fish-
that and
fish
mangling.
face.
He's
Fish
mangling
face.
you, and you're just that's not really working. Kistara, come here. I'm gonna tell you. And he starts going after you. Do you want to try to run away or resist or anything like that?
Yeah, I'm gonna resist.
Okay, so
Not
you're gonna roll the
harmfully,
hit.
but just resist.
What's your AC?
14.
Okay, so yeah, he gets you with a 17.
Ah.
So he's grabbing. He touches your shoulder, and then it doesn't work. And then he starts mushing your face up, and he's just what? It's not working.
Oh, do you please stop? Please stop.
It's not working.
I think it only works
Why?
on Demonborn.
On tieflings.
On Tieflings, yes.
How do I know that?
Why are you so obsessed with putting us to sleep?
It's not that I want you to go to sleep. It's that I
Obviously
want
you
to
do.
know if I can make you go to sleep.
Clearly you can't. Look at the guy on the floor.
It might just work on demons.
I think you need to relax. You're a bit hyped up there. I think you need to just...
Do I need to grab you again?
Excuse me. I'm a satyr. Do you know what they do?
Apparently get shot with arrows.
Oh, that's very unkind of you, sir. I'd ask you kindly to take that one back.
No one ever said mortar was kind.
I'd like to put you in a wall with the rest of your brothers.
A wall, you say?
Oh, because you're a brick and mortar.
Oh boy.
Give me higher or low, Lou.
Low.
Low.
How low can you go?
High. 88.
I choose to go over and wake up Lou.
How do you wake him up?
Sending the robot to kick him.
Well, poking the robot works, so I'll try poking him.
Okay. Give me a medicine check.
Yeah, I fail.
Okay.
That's a 6.
You pick his nose.
And then I wipe it on his face. And for some reason he didn't wake up with that.
The robot's gonna sit down on Alberon's chest.
Okay.
Oh god, you crushed me.
How much do you weigh?
I'm not putting my entire weight on him.
Okay.
Putting it out there now.
Give me a perception check, guys.
All of us?
That are awake.
17. 7. Sorry, 7.
7? 11?
15.
He should open up a gas station. Look, you notice that the goblins have, like, straight up disappeared. Like, they are not there.
Is
Like, they are,
Godric still there?
they are, like, consciously not there. Like, where'd the goblins go?
Is
I don't
Godric
blame
still there?
him.
Yeah, he's there.
Well, they didn't take their deceased friend with them.
The lizards. Some of the lizard corpses are there, though.
Okay, well, since I couldn't wake up the guy, can I go check and see if there's anything left on Gobdrop that's useful?
Do you want a half-burnt loincloth? If that fits goblins?
What about
And was a half-burnt loincloth used by a goblin?
Oh.
what about
I can light it on fire.
There is enough grease.
what about what's
Let's put
left
it
of
this
the
way, the
lizards?
smell would kill you.
Yeah.
There's.
I
like,
could use the burning loincloth to wake him up.
Do you do so?
Give it to Brick. Give it to Brick.
Do I do so?
He's
Give
gonna-
it to Brick. Brick doesn't smell.
Brick. Really?
And
Brick
he-
doesn't smell?
That brick
Okay, I'm
nose.
writing that down.
And he can light things on fire.
Well, so can I.
Yeah, that's true.
There it is.
I have no sense of smell.
Okay. I produce fire, light it on fire, and give it to Brick.
Brick.
It's yours.
No can. Olfactory. Got it.
Also immune to poisons.
Really?
Really.
Okay. So you bring it over to.
He brings it over to Brick. Brick holds it in front of Alberon's nose.
How long?
Just leave it there.
Until he wakes up.
Okay.
While I'm squatting on his chest.
Alberon, high or low?
Hi.
This better wake you up. So otherwise you're going to have a lot of
Okay.
weird stuff going on.
He's like the first one to fall asleep at a frat party.
Yes!
Party foul, man. Party foul.
Can't do it. So, Alberon, you wake up and immediately start retching. Like, you don't know why you're retching at first, and then you recognize that smell. That smells like that smells like goblin. That smells like goblin taint.
And I retch all over him.
Yeah.
And it is so It gets
Well, you don't actually vomit, because that was the higher low. Like, you were going to wake up, but the higher low was to see whether or not you actually puked.
Oh.
You're just dry. You're retching, but you're not, like, vomiting.
Oh, man, I want to get it all in his mouth.
If you want to vomit, you can vomit. I'm not going to control your bowel functions.
I'm going to vomit all through his gears.
Okay.
Holy cow.
Do you want to piss off the robot?
Hey, you're the one that stuck that nasty thing in my face.
I'm waking your ass up.
There's other ways you could have woken me up.
We tried, you didn't get up.
He poked you. I sat on your chest.
You didn't roll.
And your point? I sat on your freaking chest.
What are you guys doing now? The satyr is doing a very good job of being alert and looking around at his surroundings and completely forgetting that he was in deadly danger a while ago.
So, Roland, you said something about a torch.
Yes. But I'm thinking... I don't know about you guys, but I could use a rest.
Yeah.
I only need 4 hours. I don't know what everybody else needs. But it might be nice to do that before we take off.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea, too.
But what if Goat Boy runs away? And no, I'm not talking about you, Roland.
Well, you can rest while holding him.
You know, for
I'm
a
gonna
warforged,
get off of Alberon at this point in time.
for a warforged, he's actually rather quite warm. It's a warforged. How do I know that? I shouldn't know that.
Wait till you learn you know more languages.
What?
So I turn and speak to him in Elvish. Wait till you learn more languages.
He doesn't understand you. He's like, what?
So I try all my languages.
None of them work.
None of them work, so it's only common.
If the language he was speaking was a language you don't know, so therefore your languages would not bring it back to him.
Well, yeah, but I was just trying to see if, you know, like you said, wait till you learn more languages, see if maybe he'd pick some up.
Okay.
So
But-
while they're doing this, what's left of the lizards?
Their bodies in entirety.
Okay.
Because they were punched to death by a warforged.
They got a little bruise.
Are we able to make any sort of armor out of that?
That is a good question. Would anybody like to make a survival check?
Nope.
21.
21?
Survival. Where's my survival?
9.
6, 10.
Or excuse me, 19.
19?
I looked at the wrong thing.
Who's wearing the chain?
Nobody actually picked that up. I asked and we went off on a different tangent.
Nobody wants the chainmail?
I'll put it on.
Okay, you know that you can make hide armor out of the lizards.
I would be interested in hide armor.
Ditto.
She'd probably need it more since I have the bow and I can do range.
Okay.
She has
What's
higher
your
AC than
armor?
you.
Yeah.
I know.
I'll sit there.
But I can stay away for the most part.
Her
Well, so
dagger
can I.
that she had,
Yeah.
bone dagger, how sharp is it?
Like a femur bone that was used to be, like, was scraped in concrete for a while.
Oh, no. I'll take my, the short sword. It's pretty sharp, right?
It's rusty.
How about the bronze sword I gave her?
It's in decent condition.
Good and sharp?
As sharp as a sword could be. That's bronze.
Yeah, I'm
And
not
remember-
expecting that to be really sharp.
Remember, the espada, the bronze one, is more of a. It's going to be used as a stabbing weapon or a thrusting weapon, not
Yeah.
necessarily a slashing.
Okay, I'll
That
tell you what.
and Bronze Age technology didn't really use. Like, they didn't use bronze tools to cut as much stuff. They still used, like.
The arrows have broadheads on them, don't they?
Obsidian.
Obsidian?
What? I didn't say that before?
No.
What? Did nobody take a look at the arrowheads?
No,
Man.
Well,
My
guess
bad.
what? I'm taking one of the arrows from him. And
Why? You already have two.
It's
You
true.
took them out of the body.
Well,
You never gave them to me.
It's true.
okay, I'm gonna take one of those arrows and hand him the other one, and go over there and start slashing up the bodies.
How long
to
do you
make.
take?
I'm gonna take a 20.
Okay, so you're going to take 2 minutes?
I'm gonna take whatever time it takes to make the armor.
Alright, so just skinning lizards. Now remember, these lizards are like...
I don't think we ever did a rest.
They're pretty big. This is happening during your...
I was going to say, while
This
they're doing
is
this,
happening
I'm
during the
inactive.
rest. Okay.
Oh, if it was... I need
So
a
I'm
rest,
down
too.
meditating.
Are you doing a long rest or a short rest?
If I meditate for 4 hours, it's the same as a long rest, so I'm going for a 4-hour meditate.
So you're doing a long rest.
Yeah.
Do you want to be doing this while you're doing a long rest, though?
No, I want to take my long rest because I need it.
Okay, so you go to sleep. Do you go to sleep?
I'm inactive.
You're inactive. Okay.
I'm doing a
Warforged
4-hour
basically
meditate.
have the trance from elves, except I just sit there inactive for 4 hours.
But you can see what's going on.
Precisely.
Alright. Those of you who do not actually sleep for their long rest.
Take the short rest instead because we don't need it.
No. You need to take a long rest. You notice that the entire time you guys are resting, Lycos is chasing the goat around them.
So the goat's back.
The goat's back?
Yeah.
Yes!
Like, Lycos left for a bit, and then went after the goat, and, like, started chasing the
That
goat.
back on my inventory.
I don't know. You may have a new buddy. Might not be your buddy anymore.
And the goat is bleeding, and, like...
Aw.
Do you know how, like, goats skip around and they kind of, like, kick their back legs out while they're jumping and frolicking? Mm-hmm. He's just kind of, like, frolicking and dicking around with Lycos.
Okay.
And they're just kind of, like, having fun.
Well, I mean, Lycos is part goat.
Sure.
Just putting it out there. He is a satyr.
So the goat's bleeding?
No, he's not dying.
Okay.
Making a joke. Because you didn't enunciate your T. You said bleeding.
Oh, you said bleeding.
I know.
I heard
I'm making...
No, I heard bleeding as well.
I heard
Really?
bleeding.
Yeah.
Yes,
I heard
He's,
bleed.
he's bleating. He's going...
Okay.
Okay, because I heard bleeding as
I'm
well.
like, so the goat needs healing?
If the goat needed healing, it wouldn't be there anymore.
So. Okay. Well, the goat and him are having fun. Let them be.
Yeah. And then after a while, like, you guys see Lycos go off towards the original passage where he came from. And then he comes back with one of the gigantic pots that Alberon found in the original chamber. And he brings it down to the center, and he punches the side of the pot, and all this, like, you guys, those of you in a trance, except for the Warforged, because he doesn't smell, you have the distinct smell of high potency alcohol. Like, the room's about to explode. There's that much ethyl alcohol in the room.
Wow.
How long has it been since we started our rest?
Like 3 hours.
Okay.
So I smell it.
So you yeah. And he picks up this, like, it is 4 feet tall, 4 feet diameter at the top, and it tapers down to the bottom to about 2 feet. Picks the entire pot up and starts drinking out of the hole he punched.
I have a question.
You're unconscious. What's up?
I know. I was just curious outside. Yeah. Anyway, is it the smell strong enough to also intoxicate others just off of the smell?
We'll see.
Oh, boy.
Well,
Yeah, secondhand drunk.
Are there any open flames in the room?
no.
I don't know. Is there?
Not that I currently have.
Neither do I. I'm sleeping.
Me too.
So, obviously I smell this. Obviously it would probably wake me up.
Well, you're in your trance. Like, you're like, imagine it like
But if I can smell it in my trance, wouldn't it be something that could bring me out of it?
not willingly. Like,
Okay.
it wouldn't be something that it doesn't, like, you willingly enter your trance and you willingly end it. Like, you can ignore things in a trance.
Then I wouldn't notice. I want to meditate for 4 hours. I'm only 3 hours
You would
in.
notice that the alcohol is there. Your body would sense it, and then you can shut that part of your brain down. And be like, not important.
Well, yeah, it is. If it's that strong.
It is that strong.
Then it's important.
But you said you wanted to take the full 4 hours.
Well, yeah, but you're saying if I would notice it, then it would probably pull me out of it.
So what you're saying is that you're not taking your long rest. I'm saying I'm not pulling you out of it. You can take it if you want. Do you want to continue? Do you want to finish your long rest and deal with the problem later? Or do you want to get pulled out of it and not level up?
Well, I'm thinking what I would do and what I would naturally do, or what I want to do and what I would naturally do, are probably two different things, and isn't that the way we're supposed to play this?
What would your character do if a whole shit ton of powerful alcohol just got set down in the center of the room and started being partaken of? Would he care enough?
I think I would, yes.
Okay. So you're still level 1.
So I'm still level 1.
You didn't finish your long rest.
It's okay. If you go back in your trance within the hour, you can finish your long rest when the other two do.
I smell it.
Mm-hmm.
I get up.
Mm-hmm.
I walk over to the Warforge.
Okay.
I push his button that wakes him up.
Okay.
I sit back down and meditate.
I stay inactive.
Okay. Lycos is just like, so you're the one who has the power. He's like, why didn't I fall asleep when you touched me? Or when I touched you?
I'm out.
He starts rambling drunkenly off at you while you're tranced.
That's all right.
Yep, I figured as much. So everybody finishes their long rest. You finish it 4 hours earlier than everybody else.
Same here.
No, you don't.
Because you woke
You
up in
interrupted
between
it.
Well, he said if I go back down within the hour.
You'll finish it by the time everybody
You
else
finish it
does.
by the time the other two do.
Yeah.
I get up.
So what
You
do you
can't-
do
you
about the
can't
idiot while we're still all out?
I stay inactive the entire 8 hours.
The entire 8 hours?
Yep.
We're all drunk.
Yeah. Yeah. When everybody wakes up, you are all very clearly, if you've ever had alcohol before and gotten shit-faced, you recognize the feeling of being shit-faced.
Oh, boy.
Oh.
I expect role-playing people.
Rolling. Ooh. Oh. Oh. What is... Ooh. I'm drunk. I don't drink. What?
Whatever you doing?
You can't.
What? As my... I was kissed... Kid.
What? Yeah? What?
What is... Ooh.
Oh.
What is Roland like when he's drunk?
I'm thinking I get up, realize Fluffy's walking on hind legs, and go tackle it.
Roll the hit.
Disadvantage.
Are you rolling to hit Fluffy or the satyr?
The satyr. Because it's walking on hind legs and I think it's Fluffy.
No. Everybody's drunk. Everyone is disadvantaged at this point. I'm not like... No. It's a flat roll.
If I get on disadvantage...
No, it's a flat roll. It's just roll flat. What did you get?
2.
A 2? Okay, so you go to tackle the satyr. Or what you decide is Fluffy in your imbibed state. And you just like lunge forward and like Superman the ground. And you just like jump and go ah, and then you fall belly first on the floor. You don't take any damage, but it's super embarrassing and everyone finds it funny.
And I stay there.
Okay.
He did a belly flop. He did a belly flop.
Think. You fly? Not. Oh, shoot. Not good. You stink at flying.
So Lycos is just like staring down at Rowan, and kind of like at this point he's somehow managed to make the giant clay pot a backpack.
Me?
No,
Oh.
Lycos
has made he's found some way to tie this gigantic urn of alcohol to his back, and like every so often he just like kind of like takes a handful of alcohol, it drips off his hand, and he kind of sips some, and you know when he sips some he like rocks his head back like violently back, and more alcohol splashes out onto the ground, and he goes, "That was great, Roland Trees. I still really feel so. You must be. You know, from staring at you, I wouldn't expect you to have that giant of a lord, but I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. If you take my meaning, Roland. Do you take my meaning, Roland?
Hey. He's he out.
Strike 3? What does that even mean?
I'm gonna walk up to the satyr. You and me box. We box.
What?
Box. Pull him up.
I got dibs on the brick stone. Whatever
Swinging
you
back
are.
and forth, fists up.
Let me put it down. And like he tries to put his thing down, and like he just like falls over.
I win.
And the winner's correct.
Oh, you bastards! That was my last copper piece. You got me this time, but you want next. What's for dinner? Boom!
Brick falls over.
Okay.
And I just start laughing hysterically.
He was standing up too long.
The goat is frolicking on its side on the floor. The way that a dog freaks its legs out when it's asleep. But this is full on like prance, leap, kick, like on the floor. It's doing donuts on the floor.
Breakdance style.
Yes. And Lyco's just like, there you go. Well done. 2 for the road, please.
He's. Ooh.
I'm not looking at the pretty stars. Pretty stars.
Which one are you? There's you, and they're you. Which? Whoa.
What? No,
They're both.
They're
both. I see them. They're both.
What?
They're both.
They're both.
Oh.
I hope that one's stomach feels
Something.
better than mine.
Give me a saving throw versus poison.
17?
Okay, you don't vomit.
Yet.
Rolling. Not rolling. Actually, yeah, rolling. Let's go with you. Saving throw versus poison.
Do I get any additive to
It's a
that?
con save. So add your constitution modifier.
Which one is that again? Constitution +1, so 9.
Okay. You start retching and vomiting.
Okay.
The robot didn't know he could do this before, but just starts puking up whatever was in his robot's stomach. Which I'm assuming consists of oil and some liquids that he chose to ingest.
Yes.
How about some nuts and bolts, too?
No, those are my privates.
19.
Oh.
Your rolling is fine.
You mean Alberon?
Alberon is fine, I'm sorry.
That's my hellish constitution for you.
Yeah, you're burning all those alkenes out.
Oh.
So about another hour passes in the state, and you guys suddenly find yourselves A, sober, and B, without a hangover.
Whoa.
Whoa.
And it's like, it is like that. It is like immediate,
Drunk. Sober.
yeah, like the perfect beverage. The perfect adult beverage. Like all the benefits of getting shit-faced, none of the drawbacks. Except for those of you who failed the con save and are puking their guts up right now.
I didn't even bother. I just went with it.
Yeah. But even you guys feel like you don't feel like the heavy, disgusting hangover after puking your guts out. You just feel like, well, that was awkward.
I look at the pile of brick vomit
Yeah.
and just look at it like, the fuck? That came from me? What?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
There's an owl pellet in there for some reason. Like a dead mouse with some bones and stuff.
I wouldn't assume I'd have stomach acid, so whatever went in comes right back up.
Yep. And Lycos was just like, oh, that was refreshing. I really needed that drink. Thanks for joining me, everyone.
What?
Though I don't remember you drinking at all.
What was it?
We didn't need
What
to.
is that?
Gasoline.
Was that ambrosia?
Yes. It's very rare. I'm glad that we found some.
Well, that was a delay we didn't need.
But you wanted it. I wanted it.
But it was useful. We might not have needed it, but it was useful.
Question: do we remember anything?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I want
Wow.
to... I've got to get you some armor.
That
So
would
I
be great.
take one of the arrowheads and finally get over to the...
It takes you several hours to do it.
Yeah, but I worked
But you
at it.
managed to fashion a roughshod piece of hide armor.
Can we do anything with the claws and teeth?
Yep. You can make darts out of the claws, and the teeth you can use for caltrops.
Okay. I'm gonna try that.
Okay.
Do I need to roll? Or
I don't care.
you don't care? Okay. I won't roll then.
There's there's literally enough. Like I think I said there was like 8 or 9 lizards. That there is
That-
enough for
Yeah.
you to make like
A few.
even screwing up on half of them, you would have enough to supply the party with at least 5 darts
Okay.
and 1 bag of caltrops each.
Okay, and how much does the armor add for her?
Hide armor.
Okay.
Look it up.
It's
It's 11.
Okay.
hide armor?
It's 11 plus your dex.
No. 12.
That's little studded leather.
So that's what it
Height
adds?
is 12.
Hide
Height
is
is
12?
12 plus dex max 2.
Okay.
Dot.
So yeah.
It doesn't change anything for you because your dex is plus 4. Your
Okay.
AC is 14 either way.
So it doesn't do
Okay.
anything for her.
Not for her.
So then it shouldn't go to her.
Maybe it should go to someone else.
What's your armor?
11.
Okay, so I make it so it can fit him.
So it'll be 13.
So mine will be 13.
Your AC is now 13.
And I'm at 14 because of my shield.
Chain.
Or no, shit, that's right, chain. Well, I forgot to look at that.
Do bards have proficiency with heavy armor?
Nope. Not unless they're Valor.
I'll just take the chain shirt.
It's chainmail armor.
Well, then I can't take it.
Yeah, I can't use it either.
You
I'm
can take
light
it, you just
medium.
can't make use of it yet.
Can the rogue use it?
No.
No.
Hell no.
Can the monk use it?
Why would it?
Why?
Oh, yeah,
I know,
he's
but it's
basically-
still a question.
I can't use it, no. I don't
Not
have
everything in this dungeon that you can take with you is going to be immediately useful to you now.
Well, I'll sit there. I'll bundle it up.
Like, you guys are going to have to play this like an old Sierra point-and-click adventure.
Can we break down the armor somehow and add it to his shield to increase the class of his shield? Because he's got a wooden shield. If we line it with some of that armor, wouldn't it increase the abilities of it?
Okay, I'm going to imagine that take a shield, now drape a chainmail armor over it.
It's just going to be too much heavy.
So, like, chainmail weighs between, I think it's like 45 to 60 pounds.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I said break it down so we could make a smaller piece to go
You
on.
just want to make, like, barding for the shield
Yeah.
and,
Would
like,
help.
sacrifice the chain.
Well, none of us can use it. What good is it?
But he said we might be able to eventually,
because my
or he
strength is
hinted
not
at
up
that.
for it.
What's the minimum strength required for chainmail?
Is there one?
I don't think so.
I don't think there
Not in
is in
5th
fifth.
edition.
I don't think there is in 5th.
What am I making again?
For chainmail, strength
Caltrops and
13.
darts, you should look
Yeah,
up.
there is.
There's a strength,
I
and
don't
it's
know
13.
what a caltrop is.
And I'm only 10. So I can't use it, period.
Okay, never mind then.
So I'll make me out of the rest of that, I'll make me a set of the scale.
You want
Hide
to
armor.
make hide armor for yourself? That's fine. There's plenty. There's plenty enough for me to make 2.
Yeah. So that give me...
Are you wearing the cloak or just did you?
I figure I put it on. Why not?
What's that again?
Makes it easier to carry your
12
wisdom.
plus dex.
Yeah, 12.
So the armor's going to be very heavy.
Yeah.
I would recommend we give it to the Robert, who probably has the easiest time carrying it.
Yeah. The sad part is the rogue probably has the best strength. What's everybody's strength scores?
10.
Yours 8?
11.
I think so.
Yeah, yours is
Yeah,
8.
Yeah, the robot has the best strength.
What's the robot's strength?
13.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're above us.
The robot will take it, I guess.
Okay.
Is the robot
So
carrying it? Like, how is the robot holding it?
He just opens up his chest and stuffs it in.
Do I have a chest cavity that I
No.
can store? Damn.
I gave you a screwdriver, bitch. Be happy.
You also give me flint and steel hands, man.
Be happy.
Oh, I am. It was a joke.
So is your face.
All right. Okay.
So the Robert's got the armor.
well,
What's the size of this armor?
y'all see me. I can say, folks, let's get over here for a minute. We need to try to figure something out here. How are we going to get out of here?
I know what the room we're in currently is. I know what the room to the right is. I don't know what's on the rest of the dungeon.
Before you forget, why don't you give me the last arrow?
Oh, yes, here.
Thank
High or
you.
low?
For the arrow?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Let's go high.
High it is, 72. The arrow was not destroyed in the process of scalping the lizards.
Wonderful.
Okay,
Halvard
so
had the presence of mind to not break it in half to make it easier to do his thing.
I draw out. Is there dust on the floor?
Oh, yeah.
Well, so I sit there and in the dust, I draw out what I perceive as where we've been so far, listening to everybody
You've been to
talk.
3 rooms.
Yeah,
So far, you've been to the most rooms.
and so I draw them out, and y'all tell me about.
Actually, no, you've only been to 2 rooms. You have not been to the 3rd room where the spellbook came from.
All right. When
Well,
we
he
start
puts
telling
in
you,
what he's got, and I would assume instead of just telling him, we fill in what we know.
that would work
And
too.
we get a full map that way, I would assume,
You get a
because
3/4
You get 3/4 of the map.
there's a room we haven't been in.
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
this one down here.
So that might be where we need to go next.
So
Where the skeletons started is where we haven't gone.
So we, I suggest we traipse down that way, making sure not to go back into the white room, which is now black. I don't want to go back in there.
Okay.
The shortest route, well, either way it's going to be, but y'all told me that you got that.
Did we want to pick up the torch on the way?
We could try.
Because that's up to you, because you're probably the only one that can actually get it.
Yeah, I still suggest that we stay back, or yeah, we just stay back. because
Are you-
there's definitely magic involved here.
What are we doing about the What are you guys doing about the goblins that have disappeared? And what are you guys doing about Tychos and Fluff?
If the goblins disappeared, if we come across them, I would assume we can take them with us because they are friendly to us. And
If they want to go.
What's your
I would-
passive perception?
9 or not 9? Which one's passive?
Mine's
Passive
14.
is the one that's plus 10 out from the start.
It's 10 plus your perception skill.
So 19.
19?
Ooh.
Like, after a couple hours, you find them, like, sneaking behind you guys. Okay, then eventually, I'm assuming that at some point they're gonna fail.
Okay, and I would assume I take the goat with me.
Okay.
And the other guy is welcome to follow. It's completely up to him.
Well, maybe we should ask him.
Go ahead.
Alright, was it Lycos?
Lycos.
Lycos. We are going to attempt something a little risky.
You don't say.
Yeah. But it might be key to
Alright,
getting
fine, you
us
can
home.
kiss me. I won't punch you.
Maybe,
Kiss him.
maybe
Kiss him.
if we get drunk
Say it.
again.
Satyr.
Oh no, don't do that. Because once you start him, you won't stop until he's done with you.
Yeah, satyrs are hedonistic pigs.
Oh no. It's surprisingly something even riskier than that.
Oh, you don't say. I'm hurt. I think that actually hurt me.
I believe she said risky, not risque.
Oh, I'm still hurt, jackass.
But it may be key to getting
And
out of
I'm
here.
half goat.
Hey, focus though.
Right,
It may
yes.
be key on
That's
getting
full
out.
goat.
Maybe key. Don't make him jealous.
That fluffy little bastard.
You may-
Pay the bill?
You timed that perfectly to when I was taking a drink, you son of a bitch.
You're welcome.
may be key to getting out of here. We don't know.
What, kissing me is the key to get out of here. All right, I'm first.
No.
You can feel free to kiss the goat.
It's not half a bad idea.
You know it's a whole bad idea. You're the half.
We're going to go over to this one room over here where they've got the flame.
Flame?
They were telling me about a room over there with a flame and a torch.
What?
We can't get it out, and it's very odd.
Well, what do you want me to do about it?
Nothing. We're going to go get it. You're welcome to come along.
Oh, then I'll just sit here and drink.
Oh. Okay, see you then.
Wait, are you actually leaving me?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why we're saying, do you want to come with?
No, I thought the prospect of drinking more would have been enough for you guys to stay. No. I'm coming. he picks up his giant jug, puts it back on his back, and follows you guys down. And the wafting smell of alcohol follows you.
Oh shit! No. Put that thing down.
The jug does not come.
But it's ambrosia.
The alcohol will catch. Just the smell will catch fire.
From the
Hurt all of
torch.
us.
If we can come back for it. We don't know if we'll be able to come back.
If I set this jug of ambrosia down, and we come back, and it's not there, and I have to say, but
Either
where...
you put it down or I punch it.
I don't think that's going to help us much, but yes, that would work.
Or you could stay.
You can stay with.
You
your,
can put the jug down and come with us, or you can stay with the jug.
People or booze? People or booze?
And don't forget we have a goat with us.
Fuck the goat.
I know you.
I know you
to.
want to.
Damn it all! I said I'm coming with. He sets the jug down.